Hello again. This is a real quick video. It's a story that's not even about me. That happens every once in a while. Anyway, the evangelist came to our church and told this story. You know, there's a kind of a Christian concept out there that you should always be giving. A Christian just gives without question, without input. It should just, it's automatic. It's a rule. It's automatic. And I've wondered about that from time to time, whether you're really doing someone good or not. And so this evangelist came to our church and told this story. And the story goes, evangelist friend of his actually lived down the street. And he calls him up one day, and he's down in the mully grubs. That was the first evangelist term for being depressed. And the first evangelist asks him, well, so what's up? What's going on? And the second one says, I'm about to lose my house. And first evangelist said, well, come on down, let's talk about it. So he comes down, and after talking for a while, the first evangelist writes him a check for 3 house payments. And of course, the second evangelist leaves, praising God and celebrating, rejoicing. And first evangelist feels like, he did the right thing. And so he said, I went into my office that afternoon to do some praying. I frankly was starting out with excited with celebrating what a great victory we had over the devil. And he said, before I could even get started, I heard the Lord say, what are you doing? And first evangelist said, well, Lord, he was going to lose his house, and we had this victory over the devil. And God said, I was orchestrating all of that. I was handling all of that, and had him right where I wanted him, where he would come to me. Now he's dependent on you. So from here forward, you take care of him. That was a little bit of a shock to the first evangelist. And he said, I had to make 6 more house payments before the Lord would let me off the hook. So, there's not a rule. There's not a rule. The rule, if there is a rule, the rule is you better hear the Lord before you do anything, which is a rule for everything you do in life, frankly, but especially when it comes to giving. You don't know when you're giving someone whether you're enabling them to continue in their sin. Just as simple as someone by the side of the road. You give them money, or are they going to take that money and buy food or clothing or something they need? Or are they going to go buy drugs? And would you give them the money if you knew they were going to go buy drugs? Of course not. And the only person that really knows is the Lord. So we need to get our instructions from him. And secondly, I'm sure you've heard the expression about Do I give a man a fish, or do I teach him how to fish? And of course, the expression continues that, well, if I give him the amount of fish he eats today, and if I teach him how to fish, he eats for the rest of his life. So the expression itself kind of supports long-term relationships, where you're discipling people on how to get out from the situation that they're under, instead of just throwing money in. Another consideration that I think the Lord's very involved in. He obviously is very involved in relationships, and is sometimes opening that door for us to just have a relationship with that person that accomplishes the basic needs, but also makes that person more self-sufficient, more capable to meet his own needs, or more likely to depend on the Lord for his needs. So just a little food for thought. That's it. 2 things I want to leave you with. The Lord loves you more than you know, more than you'll ever know, and you can't escape it. Secondly, he's got more for you. He does. And it's all good. Seek him with your whole heart. God bless.